Maria here, and this is my September market update. I've got the numbers for Vancouver area and would like to show you what's happening with the market. First of all, I will show you the whole 2019 year in terms of sales, active listings, and months of inventory. Then I'm going to compare September of this year to September of last year in terms of benchmark price and sales. I have very good news here. Also, what I've done is that I've broken it down and I want to show you what happened with the benchmark price of houses, condos, and townhouses. And then I will compare all of that to the Fraser Valley market so you can see the difference. Let's have a look at this graph. I have sales here from January to the end of September. January we started with 1,100 sales. What happened? Went almost 1,500. Then March we went to 1,700. April, you can see good things are happening, 1,829. May, look, it went to 2,638 sales. June we went down to 2,000 sales. This is your spring, of course. Then July was a decent July compared to the other months, 2,557 sales. Then 2,231 in August. And in September, we are at 2,333 sales. Now, the good news is that our sales were a little bit up in the month of September over August. If we compare other markets in Canada, that wasn't the case. Actually, September was a little bit lower as usual. So that is very good news. And if we take sales and divide into active listings, we get the month of inventory. Do you remember 4 to 6 balanced market, below 4 sellers market, above 6 buyers market? So we started 2019 with 9.8 months of inventory. But then what started to happen? 7.8 still buyers, 7.4 buyers, 7.8 buyers, and then 5.6. We moved into balanced market here. Then 7.2 buyers, 5.6, 6, 5.8. For the last couple months, we are sitting in the balanced market, but that wasn't the case for the whole 2019 year. Mostly we were in the buyer's market where the prices were weakening. Overall, that is amazing news right there. Let's have a look at this graph and compare September of last year to September of this year in terms of sales. They went up by 46.3%. What's happening with the prices though? The prices went down by 7.5% compared September last year and this year. Of course the prices went down because the most of the year we spent in the buyer's market where the prices are weakening. So now for the last couple months we are in the balanced market and hopefully we will see that our prices are stabilizing. What about months of inventory for the last 3 years? Months of inventory, it is your supply and demand. It determines prices and it has nothing to do with the sales. In other words, even if your month of inventory low, it doesn't mean that the sales are back where they were 3-4 years ago. It's not the case. Months of inventory just showing us what's happening with the prices. Let's have a look at this graph. 2017 purple line, we started just above 4 months of inventory, which is still seller's market, and then we creeped down to 2 months of inventory, which is crazy good. And we were sitting almost the whole year in the seller's market and ended up with 3.5 months of inventory. What about 2017 yellow line? We started just below 4 months of inventory and then we started to go up and up and up and all the way up to 8.2 months in the month of September last year. And we ended up the year with 9.6 months of inventory, completely buyer's market where the prices are very weak. So 2019 white line, we started with almost 10 months of inventory, prices very, very weak. And then we went a little bit down, went up here in the month of May and then back to balanced market with 6 months of inventory, and we stayed like here for the last couple months. So if we see that right now we are below what we were in 2018, I suspect we will stay below for the rest of the year. Nobody knows for sure, but I think we will. So, looking at this, there are two things are happening in our market that I think very, very positive. First, our sales are substantially up compared to sales of last year, September. Of course, we are not there where we were 3 years ago, but we are substantially up compared to last year. And second, for a couple months now, we are sitting in the balanced market, which is really good because the prices are going to start stabilize. And if we continue the trend, at some point we will maybe move into the seller's market. I don't know when, but we will. If we look just at detached, you can see 1.5 million for September last year. Benchmark price we are at 1.41. That's down by 8.7%. Down substantially, right? That's a big number. What about townhouses? Same thing. 838 in 2018, 768 in 2019, down by 8.4. Again, pretty substantial number. But the lowest decrease was in condos, 687 in 2018 versus 652 in 2019, down by 5.2%. So our condo market is still strong, which makes sense because this is what first home buyers can afford. And if we take the markets across Canada, in excess of 40% of all sales are first home buyers. Let's have a look in Fraser Valley. Their detached increased. A million you can see just over. Their detached increased. Their detached increased a million in 2018. You can see just over a million in 2019, up by 3%. But townhouses down by 4.6 and condos down by 2. So further you go from Vancouver, the stronger the market. Vancouver has taken the biggest hit. However, when the market was doing great, Vancouver prices went significantly up compared to Fraser Valley. So it is exactly the same thing. When the market is great, the price is going up, there is a chance that they will go much lower when the market is not that great. So overall, sales are going up compared year over year. The months of inventory is going down compared year over year. That is amazing news. If we continue like that, we will probably move into the seller's market where the prices will start getting stronger. I'm not convinced it will happen this year, but next year, maybe. Don't forget to vote because that will affect our market. And remember, everybody, life is a beautiful thing.